this episode, we visit the Mungo National Park and go on a tour of the China Wall. Welcome back to You'll Go Wild. So far, we've stopped off in Mudgee, Goulburn River National Park, Coonabarra Bran, Narrabri, Lightning Ridge, Burke, White Cliffs, Broken Hill, Menindee Lakes, Wentworth, and now we're on our way to Mungo National Park. So we're on our way to Mungo National Park.
That's right, Mungo National Park.
Yeah.
We had to delay our trip to Mungo because the only campsite that is open at the moment wasn't open until today because they were doing some maintenance.
Yeah, so they closed it for 3 days, so we had to we had to stay at Wentworth.
In the end, we went out of town about 10 k's and stayed in a caravan park, and normally that actually it was good. I think it was good value. I think it was $29 a night, but they did have a swimming pool.
It was bloody cold though. We did have a swimming pool.
It was good.
It was more of a plunge pool. I don't know if it was a real swimming pool because it wasn't very big.
The facilities were spotless.
Yeah.
Really good showers. We were on a grass pitch. It was a bit noisy because the whole place was close to on the main road. Free washing machines. So we took the opportunity to have a swim, do our washing.
Do all our washing, and there was a lot of it.
There was a.
And I think she must have realised that we needed the washing machine because she kept pointing out that there were free washing machines and telling us where it was. So we obviously were a little bit grubby when we turned up.
Just because we're so close to Mildura, we couldn't get the park main campsite doesn't open till 2 p.m, so we'd have been early there. We just spent probably just an hour in Mildura, having a little wander and then getting some coffee.
And it was a little bit cheeky because technically Mildura's in Victoria, so
we're meant to be on a New South Wales.
Yeah, we're on a New South Wales trip, but when in Rome you ought to, might as well pop in. But anyway, we were really surprised actually. It was actually quite amazing because after being all in the outback, and you're lucky if you get an IGA, and in some places you didn't even get anything. It was a post office, a bar, and a shop all in one. So being confronted with all these shops and big shopping centre, and it was a little bit like, oh my god, it's Christmas all at once. But
it was nice in Mildura.
It was really nice.
We just walked down the main street and found it really nice. There's loads of coffee places.
Yeah.
We've had some good coffee.
And there's some restaurants. We'll have to do that is when we do our Victoria run, maybe.
Maybe.
Because it was quite nice, and actually, I bet you there's lots of things in Mildura to do. Actually.
Yeah, in hindsight, we probably should have driven the extra 25 k's and stayed close to Mildura and had a look around Mildura, but we didn't really know
but you
that.
can't do that because it's New South Wales. That's cheating.
Yeah, but I wasn't going to tell anyone.
Colin would have said something. He would have grassed you up.
Bloody Colin.
Mungo National Park is a protected national park and traditional meeting place of the Muti Muti, Nyampa and Barkindji Aboriginal nations. The national park is part of UNESCO World Heritage listed Willandra Lake region. There are 19 fossil lakes that make up the Willandra system and are all declared World Heritage. And the creek that used to flow into Mungo is being preserved as a sacred site. Lake Mungo is the second largest of the ancient dry lakes. The Mungo National Park is noted for the archaeological remains discovered in the park. The remains of Mungo Man and Mungo Lady are perhaps the most important human remains ever to be found in Australia, discovered by Jim Bowler in 1968. The ritual bearers are some of the oldest remains of an anatomically modern humans yet found outside of Africa that date back 42,000 years ago. Mungo Lady is the oldest known cremation in the world, representing the early emergence of spiritual beliefs. Their remains are of significant importance to the Aboriginal community as it proves of their endurance in the land and survival from the distant past. So in the visitor centre, it's got a great display of all the different things. So these must be rocks. Here would have been what? so that would have been the lake. Oh, it's amazing, isn't it? That was originally a lake once.
That's a great sound, isn't it?
Hmm.
Yeah, I know you can get right through there. I busted there a minute ago. I'd stroke it, but I think you'll take the fingers off.
No, they'd be fine. They're really gentle.
They do look prehistoric, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Well, technically they are, I suppose, aren't they? Then he's the smallest.
One, yeah.
Is that him then? Yeah.
Crikey. It's got two women. Stripey and Sheila. Stripey, isn't it?
Who knows? People are no longer able to climb the sand dunes by themselves to protect any further erosion and damaging of ancient burial sites and significant artifacts. Stricter rules have been enforced. All visitor groups need to be accompanied by an accredited tour guide.
And history from our so you can see the dark stain ground here. That's charcoal, and that's what a fireplace looks like when it first becomes exposed. To get to the size that is now, it took up to about 15 years to become that big and to start showing things. So you've got your freshwater mussel shells that are eroding out. There's more fireplace, there's stone tools. There's a lot. Over here we've got wombat. Hairy-nosed wombat that has been dated at 110,000, and he's also come out of that red layer. You see the fishbone there, that's part of its skin. You've got ochre, which is red ochre, and you've got some otoliths, some fishies. So the fish that own them is a golden perch or a yellow belly. So that's a really big fish here. There's big ones and small ones in this fish off here. So you know these ones were actually speared and not caught in a fish trap or a fish net. We do have fish shafts out here where we found all the fish. We're all the same size. Found more betongs, but right around this ridge, at this height, we found lots of wombats with betongs, bandicoots, quolls, thylacines, devils, and other rodents. Oh, lots of goannas too. Tomorrow there's meant to be rain.
When there's no rain, they just call dry flies.
Well, when it's really dry and there's no rain coming, you usually don't have them.
Oh, really?
You usually got the native bees and that flying around. Yeah, but because we call them rain flies, there's rain coming.
Yeah, you were saying about hoping that when the rain comes that the flies would
Yeah, I
go away.
thought the flies were going to go when the rain comes.
To the ground, and they'll stay like that until all the birds catch up, and then all of a sudden they'll go straight up into the sky and go into a big ball. And when that happens, you've got to get out of here because it could be 2 to 3 months before you can.
Stuck here with the flies.
Let's see what's out there.
What's the difference between a ceremonial fireplace and just a normal one? What makes it different?
Well, I've been looking at fireplaces for over 22 years. I started out with my grandmother and she started to show me the difference, how to recognise the fireplaces. who was actually sitting here. So with this one here, I know that this man's sitting here because of that red ochre. So I come across a fireplace with yellow ochre. We know that was woman's business that went there. If you find the yellow and red together, that's family business. But if you find the yellow, red and white together, that's ceremonial business.
From that lookout across the road from the campground, there's like a track that follows the fence line.
Yeah.
Can we walk that track?
Oh, look, you can. It's meant to be the bike track.
Oh, it is meant to be a bike. Yeah, okay.
Oh, I was actually going to ride the bike, so. But
Yeah.
but we're allowed to go on there, and that's fine, is it?
Yeah.
Does it go right the way across?
Comes across over to Red Top, which is, I don't know how far that is. Oh, well, it's 11 k's across.
That's all right on
But
bike.
it's a little bit further than 11 k's
That's all right on
when
bike.
you're going on the loop ride, on that loop
Hmm.
ride. Yeah. But all up it's 40 k's.
The whole loop.
Yeah,
But we
the
can just do
road.
that and back again, and that's
Yeah, well,
20 k's, I guess.
yeah, more than 20 k's.
You've got to keep pedalling, keep the flies away.
Yeah. And you've got to look out for the crab holes.
The what?
For the big holes.
Oh, yeah. Ah, that's what the big holes are. That's why I wondered
walked-
whether it was camels.
We walked a little bit of it last night, and
No, it's just that. It just the road's away and just happens.
Oh, okay.
Because it's clay and sand, so
Yeah, so it just drops.
the shallow burrows by bushes on that track. Is that kangaroos sheltering from the sun, or
well, yeah, but traditionally you'll see the mothers in there. They're the ones that make it because they're birthing holes.
oh,
Ah, really?
Because a kangaroo can't lay down to have the baby all sit up, so she's got to be on an angle.
Oh,
I
wow.
guess it was
Yeah.
kangaroo, but we didn't.
Yeah,
We assumed there wasn't a lot of shade, and so
yeah.
and we're going to get some rain tomorrow, apparently.
Hope don't come early in the morning. Oh. But keep your eyes out for the snakes.
Yeah. What sort of snake? I guess
We've
it's
got
just.
every venomous snake
Yeah.
you can think of here.
We used to think we're lucky. Look, I hate snakes, but I also think that we're lucky to see one. You know, I don't want to be bitten by one, but the only snakes we've ever seen, we've seen quite a few in the wild. They're always trying to get away. They're not trying to attack it.
You know the female king brown?
Hmm.
Up to 14 of them will nest in the one burrow.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
You don't want to stumble on that then, do you?
Oh,
You can ride in front.
Thanks.
and the big buck kangaroos too.
Yeah, you got to watch those fellas.
Yeah, yeah.
Very strange. So your traditional foods, do they still get eaten?
Yeah.
So you're still making omelette with an emu egg?
Yes.
And is there a particular favourite? Is there like a... I mean, we quite like a bit of kangaroo, you know, but
I like it.
tastes like chicken.
No, it's real gamey. I like to mince it. Put a bit of onion with it and make spaghetti sauce because you really don't need anything else. Just a little bit of salt and
Yeah,
pepper.
enough flavour in it on the side.
Yeah, yeah. Spaghetti sauce is beautiful.
And
It's also like fish and yabbies and all that.
Mm.
That's the berry I'm talking about
Oh, okay.
that would wean the baby.
so these are edible then?
See that little red berry inside there?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what they'd use. They would crush it and wipe it and baby would never come back there ever again. It's the most horrible stuff.
So no, it's not edible.
You can eat it, it'll kill you. You can eat it.
No, just stop you suckling. Oh, that's fine. So I assume they must wipe it on themselves so that when they get the taste, it goes.
Wipe it around their breath.
Yeah.
I won't be doing that. So where do you the people still hunt the emu, or are they commercially?
No. We still go out and get it ourselves.
Fantastic.
We don't buy nothing out of the supermarket. No way.
I'm not stalking you, but you might find something interesting.
There's a little bit of mistletoe on here. Let me show you the mistletoe berry. Let's have a look at this. But the other thing they would eat off of this tree is the honey.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that. And that is honey, is it? Or is it just
We call it bush lolly.
bush lolly? Brilliant.
Yeah, you can suck on it for ages.
Was it sap? Is it the sap?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it sweet or is it just bitter, I'd imagine?
Well, that's quite nice, but I wouldn't eat these old pieces because they eventually go bitter.
Yeah.
There's another tree called the Nelly tree that I like to collect the sap. This is our wild grape bush. There's the Satana.
Oh, are they edible? Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
A lot of them.
Oh,
Anyone? Or does
helps
it-
if I take the
does it-
net off my face.
That's no good.
Mm.
Dry.
Oh, it's hard.
Yeah, you got a seed in it.
Oh, thank you.
But this is our wild grape bush. Get beautiful grapes off this, and these grapes go wonderful with fish and yabbies.
Mm.
Oh, they got a
Oh, nice.
what's the
Yeah, that one.
bitter sweet
Just spider seed.
savoury. See, we'd have walked past that.
See, I really love to learn more about the bush tucker.
Edibles. Mm.
Hmm. Hmm. Really deep flavour to it, isn't it?
Mm. Yeah, it goes good with fish and
Would do.
yabbies.
It's got that salty.
Yep. And also good in salad. But it's got these sharp spikes on it.
Yeah.
So when we collect off it, we lay the kangaroo skin or the bark under the bush, tap the tree, the bush until the berries come off. Get the children to pick them one by one. It's keeping them out of trouble and teaching them respect for the plant.
Mm.
But the sharp spikes, we can collect them, bind them all together, put them on the end of a stick, and be able to spear a fish with this bush.
Mm,
So
okay.
this is one of the first spears that our kids get to make. And then we take them out into the floodwater and they spear the carp.
Carp.
Ah.
Yeah, because carp are feral.
Yeah, introduced, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so you wouldn't eat them?
No.
Oh, okay. So you just
No.
spear them to get rid of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, so let the
No,
other
we
fish
teach
come
them
through.
about care and about country.
Yeah, that's right.
Same as we take them bush and we'll camp the night out there, make a camp.
Mm.
A lot of big fire, tell the stories, but we usually go out before the rain
Mm.
and stay there until the rain comes. And when the rain comes, all the rabbits are running around after it stops. So we make the bundis up and we teach the kids how to throw a bundi, which is a stick with a knob on the end,
Yeah.
Okay.
and teach them how to do a headshot.
Oh yeah,
'Cause
take
if
them out
you
clean.
use a body shot, then you're bruising the animal. You can't eat it.
Mm.
So you need to learn the headshot so you can eat that rabbit. And I like doing that too. And you even go out in the night with the torches too.
Mm.
because if you put a torch on
On a
it,
rabbit, it'll stand still.
it'll stand still.
Easier to hit,
It's
yeah. Well, sort of.
You couldn't do that. World over.
You know, and it wasn't until that rabbit got introduced and multiplied the way it did that got rid of all them little marsupials from this area
Mm.
because of the plague, you know.
Oh,
Because like I said, there was certain plants that them types of animals ate out here. And without that plant, there goes your animal. Without that animal, there goes the plant.
We've really enjoyed our morning.
Yes, thank you so much.
Bushbucker tour.
Thank you.
Yes, so
That was great, that tour. I like that. I love learning about the Aboriginal culture and how the ways they did things back in the time. Still do in some cases.
She was really interesting. I thought she was really good.
Yeah. It was good, very enlightening. Definitely worth a tour if you're down this way. Go and do the tour. So the video that you'll see that we put up, or that you just watched, is only a snippet. It won't be the whole tour because we need to get the proper experience from the local people of the real place. So you need to come down here and you need to do a tour. Alright, the corrugations are too noisy now. Alright, give us an intro on what we're going to do.
We're going on a bike ride. Isn't that what you meant? We're going to go on we're going to take a bike ride across the lake to the wall. Apparently it's 11 k's each way.
Oh, awesome. We're just wandering along looking at the footprints and I was trying to work out where the emu prints and there they are. All of a sudden they picked up. That's the mother and her young. See that? Colin's our pet cactus that we've been carrying around with our trip. Next time on Your Go Wild, we head to Hay, where we go shearing. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe and share.